like always, appreciate you guys coming out and covering Penn State football. You know, we talk about the stats that we talk about all the time. We won the field position battle. The story of the game, obviously, was the turnover battle. 4 turnovers to 0. We got to get more points off of those turnovers, but obviously that had a huge factor in the game when you talk about time of possession and field position. We did not win the penalty battle. And then the explosive play battle, although our offense reached their goal, we gave up too many on defense, specifically on 3rd and long. So overall, there hasn't been too many Big Ten teams in the history of the Big Ten to come on the road and get a win in the SEC. So we're very, very proud of that. I also think we've had a very challenging schedule to open the season on the road in Big Ten play. Then a home game and then on the road again. This team here has 5 home games to start the season. So I'm proud of our guys. We'll enjoy this win for a couple hours and then get back to work tomorrow. And I'll open up the questions.
Mark Brennan and then Greg Pickle.
James, can you assess the play of your offensive line against a pretty stout defensive front and address the way that it seemed to get better even as the game went along? How important is that for you guys?
Yeah, we're getting better up front and at tight end. I think we're doing some things scheme-wise to help them. I think we're also the ability to be more balanced and take pressure off of the passing game, I think has been really important for us. We also have some dynamic backs that help creating some explosive plays, whether that is Kayvon or Kaytron or Nick. Love to see Devin Ford get in there. Devin Ford was one of my favorites. I shouldn't have favorites, but the way he's handled his entire Penn State his career, he's one of our MVPs. He's doing it on special teams right now. He's got a nice role on offense. Really proud of him.
Coach, you said on Tuesday that stopping the rushing attack would be a challenge. Your defense obviously was up for that challenge. So why do you think you were so good in the front 7 today, and Abdul Carter especially the role that he played?
We emphasized it all week long. We were able to make them one-dimensional to a degree. You know, obviously there's some things that we got to get cleaned up in the passing game. But overall, that was the plan. You know, we wanted this quarterback, put him in a position to have to beat us. And I think we did that. They got 2 guys that are challenging. The starter, obviously 6'7", 250 pounds, is hard to bring down. We got a bunch of sacks today. We could have had more, but he's hard to bring down. And then the other guy is as dynamic as it gets. So the game really played out the way we hoped it would have played out. Offensively, defensively, and special teams, really all 3 bases.
James, what do you think the effort you got from Adisa and Chop, both of those guys today?
Yeah, it's been good. You know, we've been talking about sacks, and you guys don't want to hear that the ball's coming out on time, and why don't we have more sacks and more pressures? It was good to get them today. It's good to get the turnovers today. We were more disruptive. You know, I thought one of the drives that was concerning for me was we started out with a tackle for loss, lined up in the neutral zone and let them off the hook. We got to clean some things up front, but I do think those 2 guys, Adisa and Chop, were able to be really disruptive. A number of guys were. Thought we did a good job with our 3rd down package in terms of pressuring, but with mobile quarterbacks, we can't rush past the quarterback and leave wide open lanes. So there's things to improve on that we got to clean up, but overall pretty good.
John Sauber and then Rick Scarcella.
James, what changed that allows you guys to finish plays and get those turnovers?
I think it's our guys getting more and more comfortable and confident with the tweaks of the scheme. I think we were able to get more pressure today. We would have had this many turnovers in the first couple games, but we dropped them. We made some tough, big-time interceptions today, where in weeks past we dropped a few of those. So I'm not necessarily sure what the difference was. We'll talk about it, but we got to build on that. That's obviously what we prefer.
Rick Scarcella and then Mike Gross.
James, what do Nick and Kaytron bring to the offense? You mentioned the word dynamic. What do they bring to the offense? And you've never seen 2 freshmen have this kind of impact in the first 3 games of their career.
No, I have not seen 2 guys have this type of success in their career. we were pretty excited. Obviously signing them, we were pretty excited once they got on campus because recruiting is wonderful, but you never truly know till they show up on campus. And they kept making plays and doing things. They kind of have a complementary style, but they both have the ability to make plays. I think Kaytron has got really good vision, and he takes a 4-yard run to a 12 or 16-yard run on a consistent basis. And then, as we know, Nick has the ability to go 8. So they're doing well. I think Jalen Snyder's done a great job of getting them ready from a mental perspective as well, protections, all that stuff. But I've been pretty impressed.
Mike Gross from Downey College.
James, did you assess how Sean played? It seems like maybe a little bit more clean runs for him today.
No more playing runs for him. But I thought he played really well. There's going to be a lot of things that he does that doesn't show up on the stat sheet from a protection standpoint, from a run game perspective, re-ID in the front, bringing the receiver in to block the extra man. He's just playing really well right now and doing all the things that we need him to do. He's got room for growth as well, but I'm very happy with him and I'm very pleased with him. We really didn't have more design runs this year.
Johnny Collins from New Jones.
James, you guys had a bunch of stops in the red zone. What made you guys so successful there? How big was it early to get the field goal after that?
Yeah, we didn't feel like we had started out the year playing red zone defense the way we think we could. We continue to work on it. We'll work on it again this week. I think making them one-dimensional, I think helped. Obviously, you're always at your best in the red zone if you're able to run the ball. And we were able to limit their impact in the running game. And then our guys are just getting more confident and comfortable with the red zone coverages that we're playing. Some of the nuances of it, if that makes sense. So I'm proud of our guys to hold that team again on the road in the SEC without an offensive touchdown for the majority of the game is significant because they got some good athletes.
Dave Jones from Daniel Gallen.
You don't see your quarterback get lit up like that in the offense. Your first thoughts, you saw that hit. Finding out, I guess, if it's okay. You've just been watching it for a few minutes after.
Yeah, to be honest, I leave that to our medical people. I watch him as well, and his teammates do, but he popped right up. He's taken some big licks in his career. He's a tough kid, been through a lot, both physically and mentally, and I'm proud of him. I'm really proud for Sean Clifford right now, and I'm proud of our team to come down here and get this type of win, gutsy performance, a lot of things, again, that won't show up in the stat sheet, but he's a tough guy. That was a big hit. That was a physical game. I'm not sure where you guys were sitting, but down there on the field, it was a fast, physical game.
Daniel Gallen, and then this last question will go to John Chicago.
James, we saw a lot of Abdul Carter today in extended action. He really seemed to put himself well. How would you assess his play? And then it was like he traveled, I think, 19 true freshmen. What do you think they got out of this environment?
Yeah, great experience for these young freshmen to come here in the SEC, get a feel for this environment, what it means. I think, Abdul, as you guys know, you've seen, in the little that you've seen him, he flashes. I know you guys have all seen it. We've been excited about him. He's so mature, picking things up quickly. He's fast, he's aggressive. Something about that number 11, I'm not sure, but he's had a lot of success here at Penn State. And I'm glad for the letterman that wore it before that he's representing it the right way. But obviously, if he didn't have the game where he got sent to the sideline, you just saw more of that. Hopefully, we'll continue to build on this one.
John McGonigal, and then players will be out on the field.
I'm sorry. No. There's a reason that this is like one of the only games that's been scheduled in the history of the Big Ten. All the data, all the analytics show you got to do whatever you can to win your conference. This is going to help us. We're going to build on it. It's a great experience, not only for this year for us to move going forward, but also for the freshmen. So really, any of the freshmen through their hopefully 6 years at Penn State with COVID years, we don't have to play one of these games again. I know you won't be happy with that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.